aka Toka too. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, Click, where you at?
Yeah, tapping in your wrestling boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, BruceGas putting them fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. I'm the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out BruceGas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka too. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out man, Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandals. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like BruceGas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed, yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
Good evening, one and all, BruceGas, boxing, jazz, and more. And shout out to, I see the Bud Files is in here, my brother Oppian LD, my man, salute to you. Marky Don, thank you, my man, for coming in here, man. Oscar Prince, hey, man, thank you, cats, for coming in here. This is, no boxing on tonight. No boxing on a Saturday night. Some Saturdays they stack 3 cards in front of me. I got a screen over here watching one, a screen over there, a screen over there, driving me freaking nuts. Today, we had, they brought us to England for some boxing. Hang on, let me get the head right here, man. I'm a little bit ahead of myself. Aye. Fresh batch of Green Dragon tincture. The lovely wife made up today, man. I got some, this is the little black diamond butt I'm going to hit on right here, man. The bong, forgive me for a dirty bong too. That's a terrible thing, man. CM Punk got fired, Oscar. Hey, I got a wrestling fan in here. You know, because this is what I'm going to do tonight, man. I'm going to watch Payback. You know, they got so many pay-per-views now. You know, back in the day when I can remember, it was just WrestleMania. That was the only pay-per-view. You know, and I do remember the Muhammad Ali, Antonio Inoki. That was a wrestling pay-per-view. They had a whole card there. They had the return of Bruno Sammartino against Stan Hansen when Bruno broke his neck. They had Andre the Giant against Chuck Wepner, boxer versus wrestler. So I mean, these used to be a very, very rare thing, maybe an annual, if you're lucky, until WrestleMania, then SummerSlam. Now, almost every weekend is a pay-per-view, AEW or WWE. But anyway, tonight I'm going to watch one. I don't watch much wrestling, but I'm going to watch the Payback over here while enjoying on some weed. Maybe talk about a little bit of boxing we saw today. Digging on some jazz in the background. Let me tell you about this jazz here, man. See, jazz is like boxing with me. I know the classics. I know the old stuff. I mean, I was digging on some Miles Davis yesterday with Chaka Khan. Singing, what's that Michael Jackson song? Love is Human Nature. Miles was actually smiling during that performance. Check it out, man. Miles Davis and Chaka Khan. Human Nature. It'll make you smile. If jazz is your thing. But anyway, We're listening to a dude in the background called Michael Dees. He's playing the trombone. He's a big guy. He's got to be in his 300-pound range. And this is the new stuff, like with boxing. I know the Ali. I lived the Ali era, the Joe Frazier's, man, the Quarries, all the way up until then, man. But now there's a whole new world of boxing, just like jazz. I know the Miles Davis, the Charlie Parker, the Charles Mingus, the Duke Ellington. But now there's a whole new generation out there. I mean, this is the generation of the generation. Anyway, this dude on trombone, his name is Mike Dees. And this is live right now, going on at Swall's Jazz Club in Greenwich Village. In Greenwich Village, New York. Got Michael Dees on trombone. Got a cat named Jeffrey Keyser on piano. Jared Blacksteed Kareen on bass. Gary Kirkazoo on the drums. And this is going on right now, man. I'm putting it in the background, hoping I don't get a strike like a lot of my good friends have been getting over here on YouTube. That's why even with the wrestling, when that starts, I'm gonna listen to that on the headphones and just talk about that, so I don't get zapped down. Because man, Vince is a hard ass. You know, the WWE. You do any kind of even listen in the background pirating, they'd consider that to be a no-no. And hey, we can talk about it. I hope the boys from Small's Jazz Club don't hit me with a copyright, but if they do, man. We have a good time while we're doing it. Listen to it, educate myself a little bit about some of the current jazz. Maybe you can, if you're digging on it. In fact, I've had people tell me I talked about some of the jazz I'm playing where I didn't even know who they were, and they said, "Oh, that's Jazz Tootsman, man. Oh, bro, I know him, and that's live." I'm like, educate me. But right now there's some women's wrestling going on, man. The Becky Lynch, and I guess she's taking on Trish Stratus, man. Trish Stratus from back in the days, the MC-17, man. You know, professional boxing, bro. I mean, you know, I'm sure everybody here goes to my On This Day page, right? Right. So anyway, man, tomorrow I'll give you a little sneak preview. Tomorrow's the day of Archie Moore's debut fight back in 1936, I think it was, man. But anyway, man, Archie Moore, his last fight is I don't know if you want to even call it a fight. It was an exhibition wrestler against. It was a professional boxing match, just like Floyd's. His opponent was the father of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, whose name is Mike DiBiase. They called him Iron Mike DiBiase. They had a feud going. Archie Moore was a special guest referee, just like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali were special guest referees for wrestling matches. Archie Moore was doing that, Christ, 60 years ago. And tomorrow, like I said, it's the anniversary of his debut and his last match. The great Archie Moore, one of the hardest punches in boxing history, had an amazing knockout percentage. I think it's second in knockouts in boxing, period. And anyway, boxing and wrestling, they go hand in hand. That's why I'm digging on some wrestling here tonight. Becky Lynch is getting in the ring. Trish Stratus. In fact, this is a cage match. Cage matches are pretty heavy duty. Man, cage matches are very heavy duty. I'm gonna put the butt in the air. I don't even think I kind of need it for this one. Because I was gonna use this for ones that I don't know the names of who they are. But yeah, man, Trish Stratus, she's been around forever. She's kind of the one who made women's wrestling to be a famous thing. Trish is moving into the walking the aisle now. Damn, let's see. Trish was doing her thing back in the late 90s, right? That's when she was really hot. early 2000s. So she's got to be in her 40s, in her late 40s. Oh yeah, her face looks like it's been sandblasted, reconstructed. Rice and peas, salute. Salute, my man. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it much. We're watching the start of the WWE summer special called Payback. And it opened up with we got a women's match that's a blast from the past. Trish Stratus against Becky Lynch, one of the current superstars. And then this, they've got some other women wrestler. I mean, Becky Lynch, she looks really different. She's had all kind of surgery and stuff. Wow. Last time I saw her face, I wouldn't even recognize her. It looks like she had I don't know, liposuction or something. Maybe she got off the steroids. Maybe I didn't even know she was even on. Trish, she was known back in the day to be on a few enhancement drugs, but now she's taken on Becky Lynch. She's probably got her by about 15 years, and this is the legendary cage match. I hate to see women boxing, but women wrestling, hey, you know that they're taking care of each other. They're not gonna do any severe damage. Yeah, the Eubank fight was very one-sided, man. Eubank totally dominated. He showed some really good control in there. He dropped Eubank he dropped Smith, and Eubank, he had the cards stacked against him, man. He was in Smith's hometowns. Smith knocked him down earlier in the fight, and he got up. He used the old mouthpieces out, and the referee just milked that. They gave it back to the corner, rinsed it off, gave him at least a minute for him to gain his senses. But Smith just did not have it today. Eubanks was told to look a lot better. He was formerly trained by Roy Jones, and now he's trained by Bomac. And I guess he's got some of the best of both. He looked really good, man. You know, I'm not a big fan of Eubank. I watched that. One thing I did notice about him, bro, he's got the tattoos in his head, the skin tattoos, because his dad has got is bald like me, bald, but he was he had the stuff on the sides, and his son has got the tattoos in there, the skin line being tattooed on there, and I mean, no need for a rematch. Callum Smith looked like he was really, he just didn't belong there. He looked every bit his age. I don't know how old he was, but Eubank shined. Eubank looked real good. He said he wanted to take on, of all people, who was it at ringside, man? Everybody's favorite welterweight, junior middleweight from England. I can't get his name in my head here, but he got knocked out by Bud Crawford, and he got knocked out by Errol Spence, and he got knocked out by Triple G. What's his name? I can't even think of the damn name. But anyway, Conor Ben said he wants him. I'll think of it as I'm going along here. And he mentioned a few other inconsequential names. So we'll see if he, we'll see if his association with Bomac, maybe he'll get some better fights. But he looked really good in the 168-pound division is a cracking division right now, man. There's a lot of available fights to be made out there. I just wish these federations would get together. Watching Trish Stratus over here trying to get out of the cage. Becky Lynch is bringing it back in. They're doing pinfalls and stuff, but nothing great. I mean, this is only the opening match. Imagine the opening match of a pay-per-view, a cage match. So it can only get better, right? But Trish, she's had kids and stuff. retired. She's back again on a pay-per-view. I'm sure there was a storyline here. Oscar, you probably know what's going on with Trish and Becky Lynch. Some kind of a passing of the torch that went wrong. Giving it a facial stretch, the double fish hooks on the ropes. Trish always had a little bit of a mean streak to her. Remember McMahon made her balk and stuff, get on the floor, stripped down to her bra or panties. That was in the heyday of wrestling, man. I think they even drove Vince's wife nuts. It was so funny. But Trish is walking around like the cock of the walk up there, man. I mean, you know, she's definitely making her dough. No, bro, I'm not a football fan much anymore, man. I just kind of gave it up. Even like, see, I'm watching wrestling right now, and I used to watch wrestling all the time. I was a wrestling fanatic way back in the day. But for the past, oh damn. I mean, I was a big wrestling fan back in college. I used to buy the magazines. People thought I was nuts. You ever see the wrestling magazines? They'd have the faces with the blood on the cover. I mean, it looked like freaking... the dudes thought I was sick having these magazines laying around my apartment. But then I started bringing these cats to wrestling matches, and they realized how cool it was, and how once you knew what it was, you were what they call a smirk. You know, you were a smark rather. You know, a mark. That's what they call the fans who believe it. But a mark who knows what's going on, they call him a smark. That's like a smart mark. And I guess it's kind of a term that you can use with affection. But for many, many years, I loved watching wrestling. Harvey, my brother, shout out to you, man. Digging on some jazz over here, watching WWE Payback. The women are going at it in a steel cage right now. I'm doing a few hits on the Toka too, man. Yeah, I like those they weren't shorts, they were vids you put up with the old commercials, because I was going through some old commercials the other day. I found some Ali, Angelo Dundee doing a fucking Pizza Hut commercial. Bro, man, I almost shed a fucking tear. And then there was there was a couple of them, but I was gonna do a thing on it, but I said I'll hold off on that. Oh, the stomach. I'll tell you, these women wrestlers, they pay their dues just like women boxers do. But something about women wrestlers, I know they're not gonna kill each other. Women boxers, I worry about them. My heart beats more for women boxers. But women wrestlers, man, they just it was back in the day when the women wrestlers came on there. You get up and take a piss, go get a sandwich, go fill your beer, change the bong water, whatever it may be. My favorite wrestler of all time is Mankind. Oh yeah, he was a nut, bro. Almost a superhuman punishment. You see him back in the old days, in the Turner, the TBS days, where he used to get thrown out of the ring, go right on a fucking cement, no padding. Even though now that padding's only about an inch, but he'd go right on cement. Boom! I saw him go. I mean, his Hell in a Cell, that match is legendary. You'll never see anything like that again. Teeth through the freaking lips. I mean, this dude was concussed. The Undertaker wasn't much better off, but I mean, Mankind, he just showed how he could care less about his body, and he just put it all on the line. Anybody who watches any kind of wrestling and just goes and watches Cactus Jack, Mankind, Dude Love, whatever you want to call himself, Mick Foley, highly intelligent human being, his IQ on the genius borderline, the stand-up comedy. I mean, the guy is just just something that you'll see out of some fucking horror movie. But one of my favorites too, bro. I mean, Mankind, they know better than him. Had his teeth out and didn't care, man. He was the funniest motherfucker out there, man. Fucking Mankind, absolutely, bro. Stephanie was cool. I was watching Chris Jericho on one of the shorts talking, really downgrading Stephanie. I just want to talk to you, this low-grade, sleazy slut from the streets of Connecticut and her father, who's got a smile on his face and knows exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, she would take the insults like a fucking champ, man. I mean, the whole family, but Steph, for a woman, unbelievable. You know? When she got the boob job, that was the most amazing thing in the world. All of a sudden, she comes out, walking out there with these 40 triple Ds, and I'm like, whoa. HBK was, she was doing an interview with the Generation X. Oh no, that was China, when China got the boob job. Who was it with Triple G? She was doing an interview with somebody, and they couldn't take their eyes off him. And she's like, my eyes are right here. I think it might have been The Rock. Funny, or maybe Stone Cold. Who knows, man? I don't remember the names and the places, but the skits they used to pull off, man. I haven't watched it in so long. This is the first I watched SummerSlam. I did kind of the same thing I'm doing now, but I did that. Skywalker was on here with me. There was some boxing that went on that night too, and there was SummerSlam. We went back and forth. We tried to do a little thing about that. It was pretty cool, but this was kind of the same way. Nothing was happening tonight. No professional boxing that I could find, and I saw the payback. I said, shit, I'm going to do it. Maybe I can get a few watch hours on here, man. Get a few subs, man, and share it with my peeps out there. Keep myself from falling asleep. Then this is what we'll do over here, man. The barbed wire match, and then we just lost Terry Funk. That was the biggest inspiration of Cactus Jack. Last week he passed away, man. Terry Funk and Wyndham Rotundo. What was he known as? He had so many different names. Bray Wyatt. They died a day apart. It's very, very sad, man. And you know, that's the whole thing. People die. Jimmy Buffett died today. You know, or was it yesterday? Or was it today? I heard it today, and I put Jimmy Buffett on this morning. I went walking around, and you know, because I dug Jimmy Buffett back in the late '70s. You know, he was definitely. I dig all kind of music. The jazz I'm listening to in the background now. Everything, man. Not too much I don't like. A few things I've listened to out there that I could see. If I put these on the earbuds and I started walking, I'd be walking into a nightmare. But aside from that, I don't think I could live without music. And this shit in the background here, man, the Michael D's, the quartet, this piano player. Jeffrey Keezer on the piano. But then again, like I said, I just want to keep it in the background so I don't get in any kind of trouble with the artists here. But if you want to hear this, man, go over to Smalls. It's on YouTube. They play live jazz nightly, kick-ass stuff. It's kind of like watching the preliminary, the fighters that are coming up, man, going to the gyms and watching them. And back in my day, we'd go to jazz clubs. Tonight, I'd be sitting in a jazz club, digging on some music, probably snorting a couple of lines. Fucking always had a pocket full of reefers, snipping some Cavazier. Who knows, man? Maybe some espresso and some Grand Marnier. Hey, you never know. Back when I was drinking, whatever, I didn't have a steady drink. I used to switch around a lot. I got so blasted on scotch. I drank that for a long time, but man, I got so drunk on that one night. Oh, I couldn't stand the smell of that. Even when I'd be bartending, somebody would ask for a scotch. I'd have to hold my breath while I poured that bad boy. Same thing with Southern Comfort. I got so drunk on that. I went down to Cape Cod with a couple of buddies of mine one night. We saw some more friends of mine were playing in a club down there, and we got so smashed. This is when the drinking age was 18. It's a good thing they changed it to 21, man, because they'd be all kind of trouble now. But anyway, I got so drunk on that. I used to drink it on the rocks, sipping it. I could never drink that shit anymore. Oh man, yeah, there's so many Cactus Jack stories. He was one of the best. And you go on, you can watch him tell the stories too. see them firsthand. That's one of the beautiful things about the internet now. Right now, Trish, they're both up on the top ropes right now. Becky Lynch and Trish are fighting each other, kind of holding off a position. Becky's getting ready. Oh, Trish is giving her a flying bulldog, landed right on her ass. That was kind of nicely taken. Becky didn't get hurt. Got up at the start of two and 3/4, lifted her head up. Trish looks like she's got a black and blue right on the forehead. I think she caught maybe a potato up there or something, man. Oh yeah, Stratus has definitely got some good moves up there. Just got that shoulder up, man. Just like a pro. Perfect job. Trish looks like she's getting ready for her crew to go out. Actually, she's just ready to climb out of the cage. I forgot the rules of the steel cage match. And she's over the top. Yeah, they always have these fights on the top of the cage. Those are wild. Those are dangerous, man. I mean, shit. You can only imagine if they slipped while they're up there, because they're both. I'm gonna go say conservatively from the ground. They are what, maybe 18 feet. Oh, Trish Stratus is on the outside. Trish Stratus may win this match. She's gonna get pulled back in by her hair. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're in the first match, but they're milking it. They're making it look good. And they are putting on a tremendous show. High risk up there on the top of the cage. You could get fucked up there. Oh, Trish is hanging off. She's got her feet hooked up on the frames up there. I mean, dude, Becky kind of helped her up there. If she slipped and fell on that one, would have been a broken neck. Hey, the boxing scholar, how you doing, bro? I was watching your show over there. You had a nice little recap of the fights after I watched them tonight. I don't know if you watched when they were going on, but I was all over the place. I was in and out, and I find that the streams I listen to, because I don't have cable, I don't have ESPN, none of that shit, man. Everything that I get, I stream. Oh, a suplex off the top of the cage. Wow. These girls are putting everything into this match. I'll tell you, Vince must have a smile on his face. And there's a dude who sits at ringside, the fat guy with the green sweatshirt on and the tan hat. He's been doing that for the past 20 years. He's been in the same seat. The dude's a millionaire. If you ever watch these pay-per-views, you'll see the guy. He's at every single pay-per-view, from SummerSlam to WrestleMania to all these. Sits in the same seat. Kind of interests me. But oh yeah, a superplex off the top ropes. Wow, amazing stuff. Yeah, bro, I just don't have any other way to do it. We cancel cable in here. My wife's got her laptop. I got mine for the bedroom, and I got the big one on the big screen in here. So internet is everything. That's it. We want to watch the news. We want to watch the blues. Everything. The music is on there. The movies are on there. The current events. Most importantly, cats like yourself on YouTube, the Boxing Scholar, Marky Don, all my brothers out there who hang out, man, making life much more bearable. This is the future. This is what it's all about these days. Anybody that's fighting it they're shoveling shit against the tide, because this is where it's at, man. Oh, Trish Stratus is trying to escape. Trish Stratus' protege, I don't know what her name is, Zoe Stark or something like that, man. They're playing tug of war with Trish Stratus, and Becky Lynch is trying to pull her back into the ring. Her protege is trying to pull her out of the ring. She's getting freaking, you got three beautiful women trying to hog tie each other up over here. Oh, just got no, I thought Becky was going to get pinned for a second. Trish tried that stratosphere super kick. Just gave her the, oh, and we got 3 people in the ring now. We got her protege in the ring. I don't know what her name is, man. I gotta start paying more attention to this. Some big blonde. And she's pulling Trish around. Zoe. I don't know who Zoe is, man. I heard, you got Rocky's daughter's wrestling in here. Maybe that's Rocky's daughter. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. She could be. She has that look that she could possibly be. Because I did hear that Rock's daughter was involved in it. But I'm like such a casual fan as far as wrestling goes. Oh! Becky just gave Brenda Stark a slam on the outside. Pulling Trish back out. Trish is trying to make it over trying to make it outside the ropes. Becky's pulling Trish. I don't know which one's the good or which one's the bad guy. She just gave her a tremendous back slam from the top ropes. Is that the slim? Yep. Becky just pinned Trish Stratus in the ring, so Becky wins the cage match. Like I said, Becky looks totally different than she did when I used to watch this, man. I remember watching her when she was in NXT. And Trish gets pinned. What kind of respect? An OG like Trish, man, one of the pioneers of the Diva era. Okay, man, this Michael Deese on the trombone, amazing stuff. Not too many jazz trombonists that jump out at you. And Julian Priester. Trish is being cool, shaking hands with all the kids. Looks like a bunch of autistic kids at ringside. She's making sure they get autographs. Becky Lynch, after that hard match, she earned her dough. And this started like a half hour ago, so I guess they do their 30-minute matches. They have to raise that steel chain, that steel cage away, break that away from the ringside, and we'll see who's wrestling next. We'll do a couple of hits here in the meantime. Drink of water in my tumbler from Bud and Fistiana. Very, very cool thing here, man. Got the Marvin Hagler on the bottom, followed by the Miles Davis on the bottom. Custom made with my name in. BruceGas. Boxing, jazz, and more. It was made by my friend Blood Boxing. And I use it on a daily basis. Drink a lot of water. That is very, very important. Oh, Trish is pissed off at her protege. Did I take my PM supplements today? I'm not sure. Today is Saturday. PM. No, I didn't. Flaxseed oil, silk protein, and vitamin C. That guy, salute, bro. Well, Trish Stratus and her protege are having words. You know, the match was cool today. Did you guys see watch the heavyweights? The match I was looking forward to. The David Allen and Frazier Clark match. It was kind of entertaining while it lasted. It was a low blow fest. You know, we've seen so much of that in boxing. This grass Smells so good, man. I love taking little pinches off the bud, you know, taking like a bud like this, taking a little pinch off of it, like this, little BB size piece, put it in the Toka 2, fire it right up. But yeah, man, Low Blow Festival. It started off with Alan landing a low blow, but then Fraser Clark just went low blow crazy. I think he landed 3 in a round. It was crazy, man. It was insane. Fraser Clark, he looked like he'd be easy pickings for any of the heavyweights, any of the top heavyweights or the up and comers that we've seen lately. You know, the Daniel Dubois, I mean, especially, I still consider him an up and comer. I think he might have a ways to go if he can straighten out some of his flaws. But it was a real hacking match, and Allen, he just kind of gave up. He said he broke his jaw, and I don't know what was going on with him. Came in with a big gut. Fraser Clark could have really shined, but instead, they went to he quit when the round was over. He quit when was it the 6th round or the 5th round? I'm not sure. But it wasn't much for boxing today. And Fraser Clark, I can't see him going too far. Smith Eubank fight definitely showed the difference in a rematch can make. Today is the anniversary of the movie Bleed for This. The story of Vinny Pazienza. Good movie to watch, man. Tyrese, salute, bro. How you doing, man? Yes, I am. I got a good one that time. Smooth and powerful, the way we like them. Coming in smooth. Plus, I have at least 300 milligrams of the tincture in me too. I gotta look at my my YouTube. Make sure you cats got your wrenches over here. Tyrese, yeah, you got yours. All you cats are wrenched up. I want to make sure you got them because rice and peas. Put you up there. Make sure nobody blasts you out there. If you're still here, if not, next time you come, you'll see it. I appreciate you guys stopping in here. Hit the like button if you don't mind. Give us a little bit of recognition in the world over here. But I think Seth Rollins might be in the next match. Sensei Nakamura. I remember watching him in NXT. It was a Phil Card fight. Maku destroyed someone. Whatever, boxing, yeah. This is boxing. Oh shit, man! John Cena is even on here. John Cena's still hanging in here, still making his. Is he coming on? He's still got his towel. Never give up. He's been doing that for 20 years now, at least. if he's wrestling or not. I thought he kind of retired. Maybe not. Maybe he's making one more run for us. I was listening to somebody talking about Cena yesterday on one of the crazy open chats that some cats have. Free smoke, I believe they call it. And they were saying, oh, Cena, he doesn't do it for the money. He loves the game. He just comes back for the wrestling because he loves it so much. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. You shitting me. He's in it for the money. John Cena lives the high life. He needs big bucks to fuel that high life. But he's on the mic right now. He's doing his thing. He's got his, he's definitely above just your average wrestler. He's on the high upper echelon of the pay scale. He's mentioned the first match that we just saw, and he's almost like the master of ceremonies out there. But yeah, man, like I was saying about the Pazienza movie, it came out in 2016 on this day. I remember watching it too, man. You can catch it. Go stream it and watch it. It's fucking. If you never saw it before, it's interesting, and it's kind of Vinny. He made sure it stayed close to the actual facts. And I'm from around, and I watched it as it all went down. And the dude had those. He didn't take any anesthesia or any painkillers. He had those screws put in his head. Just having him taken out without any anesthesia, not even an aspirin. Dude, this man is fucking crazy tough. And to come back from a broken neck, where the doctor said you may never walk again, and he's like, Doc, I'm gonna box again, and he did it. It's kind of an amazing thing, and very, very interesting character. I've met him on a couple of occasions. I text him every once in a while, and he texts back. But shout out to Vinny Pazienza, and if you haven't seen the movie Bleed for This, check it out. It's definitely worth a couple of your hours' time. The Miz is walking out there. The Miz has always hated John Cena. They've had feuds since fucking SummerSlam. Or was it WrestleMania? I think Miz beat him in WrestleMania. That's Miz's claim to fame, and that was like 15 years ago or something. But yeah, man, this is the theatrics of professional wrestling. Miz, you got to give this guy credit, man. Miz was a real underachiever. I'm sorry, an overachiever. I forget the termination these days. But anyway, man, Miz was like came from his father had a cheeseburger place, and he was always told, you're never going to do it, stay in the business. And he went on, did the MTV house. He went to wrestling school. I mean, he was like I said, man, an overachiever, a guy they didn't give a chance to. But when they said be here at 5 in the morning, he'd be there at 4 in the morning. B&N Boxing, my brother. Shout out to you, man. B&B. I always call you B&N. Big Nick. Big Nick's Boxing, man. Great shows this weekend, bro. He watched the fights we saw. He watched what little boxing we had today. But it was we want to see Conor Benn as the next opponent. The next opponent for Eubank. And Chris Eubank, you know what I noticed about him? If you notice his head, he's got the tattoos, the hair tattoos in there. His father's freaking bald. It's hereditary. And if you look real close, he's going to keep it shaved like that. But you get the tattoos to keep the hairline in place, and it's kind of extreme. But hey, a tattoo on your head is extreme. So this was the boxing that we had, and anybody who's listening or catches us on playback, man, make sure you sub out to the Big Nick's Boxing over there, B&N Boxing. He's got a great show, very educated individual. He had that barbecue going today, man. My mouth was watering looking at that. And I mean, this was not like fire up the grill, baby. This guy got a first-class operation back there. I saw about a half dozen freaking propane tanks. I saw 2 burners, a big grill, big old pot. I mean, this was barbecue, baby. This ain't no fooling around. So shout out to my man, Big Nick out there. Someday we're gonna break some bread, man. But yeah, man, we're watching John Cena and The Miz, guys who have been going at it. When did Miz win the title from John Cena? I think it was. Let me find out. It's kind of getting me nervous because they're stirring up a feud over here. I don't know what they're feuding about. What WrestleMania did John Cena fight The Miz?
WrestleMania 27. According to WWE,
WrestleMania 27.
WWE Championship match. WrestleMania 27.
Well,
John
when
Cena
was it?
challenges The Miz for the WWE Championship, but the champion prevails in one of the biggest victories in WWE history.
WrestleMania 27. And what are we about? WrestleMania 40 right now? Man, you ask Alice and they give you the answer, but not the answer you're looking for. But anyway, I'm pretty sure that WrestleMania 40 was the last one, so that was 13 years ago. And now you got I don't even know who this guy is right here. This is how little I watch wrestling. Oh, wait a minute, man. I kind of saw him the other day. He's a veteran from the Indies and from AEW. LA Knight, that's what they call him. LA Knight. He's like a 40-year-old cat. He's been in the game for a long time. He's got his shot at the big leagues now. John Cena's the guest referee between. This is the second match at Payback, and it's The Miz and LA Knight. And I guess LA Knight's the good guy. And like I said, he was from AEW and Ring of Honor, so he's been in wrestling for a while. Mayhem and Miracles, my sister. Thank you so much for coming by. Just watching wrestling over here, digging on some jazz, smoking some weed, doing what I do on a Saturday night. And I said, hey, maybe I can get a few watch hours by doing it. So here we are, digging on the extraordinary jazz of the Michael D's Quartet. I don't know who that is on the tenor sax. No, man, that's a guest. I guess the parents is some woman playing tenor sax. This is my knowledge of new jazz, very, very limited. But anyway, I'm going back. I'm switching the screen back to the WrestleMania, but she sounds good in the background. And The Miz, The Miz doesn't want to take those bumps. Many of you, that's what they call a slam, a fall, a smack, a punch. They call them bumps. And these wrestlers, every time you take that bump, that kind of puts a little bit of an impact on your career because you got to make it look good. You got 20,000 people right there watching you. I don't know how many people are there, but there's at least that's one of these new stadiums and it's full. And this is a big event, and wrestling sells. And you have to make these moves look convincing. So they take what's called bumps. Wrestlers who can take the least are the happiest. And Miz is got to be 40 years old. You don't want to take those. You don't want to take too many more of those bumps. In fact, both of these guys, they're both extreme veterans. They're doing most of their show by arguing, walking back and forth to the dressing room. You know, really getting that crowd going. Kind of missing with the shots. You know, right now they got each other, but they're not really taking that bump. Oh, Miz just took a slight one on his back. They're taking a few wrestling shots to the head. Hey, you punch me, I'll punch you. Miz with a kick. LA Knight back on top again, bouncing Miz off the ropes. Miz just took a nice bump. Still gonna take him. Just took another one. Miz is definitely earning his money. I wonder how old Miz is. I'm gonna ask my girlfriend over here. Do another hit here. Let's find out how old Miz is. He just took a suplex off the second rope. No, he didn't. He reversed it. And this other dude, LA Knight, just took a smash, just right on his face in the center of the ring. Let's see how old the Miz is. How old is the Miz?
42 years old.
42. Not old, not young. Kind of the sunset of your career, and the other dude is 40 years old too, man. LA Knight. These are two guys making their money at their age, putting on a show. Vince is still digging on it. Vince is still letting them go. Miz rolls out of the ring, and John Cena, he's like an afterthought. He's a special guest referee here. He should be getting involved in something. You know, John Cena is going to take a bump before the night's over. Let me do another hit of this Green Dragon while I'm here, while things are slow. I have to be quiet for 30 seconds after I do this. Freshly made batch today.
Thank you. Wwe Payback. On bass, different teaser. Great different teaser on piano. Michael D is really truly singing with us. Chloe McGrath. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to Michael D.
Sublingual.
Hey, that concludes their set. You've been absolutely great crowd.
Best way to go. Miz is rolled out of the ring. Miz screaming at John Cena. Oh, Miz just went over the top rope. Over the barrier. They're wrestling on the outside of the ring right now. Yeah, these old guys, they definitely got to put it. They got to put it on the line, man. Vince knows there's so many people that are ready to take your place, so they have to put on a tremendous show. Just at those bodies, man, those impacts, those 40-year-old bodies. They have to stay in tip-top shape, watch what they eat, what they drink. Make sure they're in the gym when they can. Stay limber. But they're putting on a pretty decent show. Miz with those famous kicks of his. He's got LA Knight in the corner, sticking that face on his neck. Cena is trying to break him up. Oh, Cena's getting physically involved in here. And here we go, Miz and Cena going head to head. Tremendous stuff. LA Knight's got Miz in the corner. He's working Miz over. These guys are nuts, mayhem. I knew a couple of guys when I was going to the gym, when I was training. I knew some guys who were part-time wrestlers. And, to make there's so many people that do it part-time, and they're so brutal. To do it full-time, you have to be so devoted and so crazy talented. I mean, it's so big. I mean, the drugs that they use, or they were at the time back in the late 90s. I mean, these guys were special individuals. You had to love that sport more than life itself. And it's a rough sport. You're standing in the middle of the circle in your underwear, and you got to convince somebody that that you're killing the person you're in there with. But anyway, man, right now you got this. I don't know where it's from right now. Where it's originating. But they look like they have a sold-out stadium. I like them better when they were on a Sunday. You know, Vince changed it to Saturdays now. Last few years, I guess. I don't know when exactly he switched, but it used to always be on a Sunday. All the wrestling specials. Oh, Miz just gave him, grabbed him by the back of the head, came down with his knees to the dude's throat. Hey, my brother William, old school, man. Shout out to you, bro. Peace. Long time no see, man. Digging on some WWE here. A night of no boxing. This is weird. A Saturday night, and they couldn't get they stack them up with 3 on the same night, and they couldn't get on an open night where boxing fans are jonesing. We were taken to watching the WWE just to get our fix of combat sports over here. Oh, that was a good move, man. Miz slid right through his legs, grabbed him by the ankles, made LA Knight go face first into the back. Miz is proud of himself. That was a pretty cool move. They're going to show it again. Yep, Miz went right through. Boom. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Miz has been around for a long time. You don't hear about Miz getting hurt too much, being out on injuries. And like I said, he's the kind of a cat where you tell him you be here at 6 and Miz is there at 5. That's what he does, you know. You tell him you want the floor mopped, he's gonna mop it, and then he's gonna put a coat of finish on it for you. Oh, sorry to hear that. William. I hear that. Sometimes you need a break. You know, I hear that too. I kind of need a break from life. The internet's okay. YouTube's all right with me, but everything else is weird. Oh, Miz just gave him, some of these shots that you see, man, like a knee right to the jaw. They're kind of amazing. They just they know how to roll with the punches. They definitely know how to fall. Miz just went right on his back. It was the kind of a thing where if you gave this to somebody outside on the sidewalk, you'd fuck them up. PGH, my brother, shout out to you, bro. Peace. But I don't know what their feud that they got going, man. But they definitely have they definitely don't. they're playing the script well, where they don't like each other. I don't know what their feud was about. Oh, they just turned the fuck up into a great reverse neck breaker. LA Knight on the second rope looks like he's gonna go with a flying bulldog. He went around, got him in a headlock, drove his head into the mat. Off the ropes with a kick to the face. Very interesting stuff going on, man. I think they're building up to a tremendous finish here. LA Knight is still giving them the stomps to the chest while he just nailed him. Went to the opposite corner, running head start. LA Knight's got a look on his face. He looks like he's ready to finish Miz off. I think he's going. Oh, Miz has got that skull crusher that he uses. He just got out of it. Miz tried a sunset flip, ducking out. I mean, these guys, you could tell that they all trained together, but these two got really good chemistry. I mean, they're making it look good. DDTs. Miz with the cover, 2 3/4 once again. It's amazing how they kick out at the last second. I mean, dude, you want to talk about coming back from the dead? These wrestlers are just amazing individuals. He uses that, you don't see him as a pile driver anymore. Remember when everybody was doing, they were pile driving their friends, and they had to tell them right in the air, do not do this. They're breaking fucking people's necks and shit, man. Junkyard Dog, yeah, bro, yes, I can tell you some stories about both of those wrestlers, man. I'll tell you the Superstar Billy Graham story first, man. I was at the Providence Civic Center. That's where I've seen so many matches, and they used to have a bar. It's not even called the Civic Center anymore. It's called the Amp. It was called the Dunk and the Amp. But anyway, they used to have this bar up on the top floor. It was called the Royal Roost. And the drinks were decent up there, man. You could go up there, you could eat. It was no more expensive than going to a good restaurant. And you could get drinks, you could run up a tab, and you could look right down, and you had a decent seat. It wasn't like ringside, but for a long way off, you had an unobstructed view. And I used to go up there all the time because you could smoke up there. You could, like I said, you could drink, you could talk. It was cool. You went in a little seat. But anyway, we're up there one night during the matches, and there's this beautiful blonde. She's sitting there. I mean, her tits are hanging out. She's got the $500 manicure, the haircut. I mean, this was like, she looked like she was a freaking $10,000 a night hooker. But anyway, we're sitting there, and you know what? Of course, I'm half in the bag. I'm going to start talking to her, and she's really friendly. She's talking back. She orders a drink, and I was going to pick up her drink, and she goes, put it on my tab. She was giving them all a drink. There's about maybe a half dozen of us or so. And she's reading the book, too. She's not paying attention to the matches. She's reading the book. And so, I'm talking to her, and, hey, what are you doing here, man? She goes, oh, my name, I can't remember what her name was, but Superstar Billy Graham, and his name was Wayne, because I'm his girlfriend. And she's telling us, oh yeah, he's crazy. He's in the gym all the time, and he watches what he eats, and he's crazy about fitness. And she's telling us all these things. And the guy that she's wrestling was a local guy. He was in the WWE. He was the Portuguese champion. There's a lot of Portuguese people in Rhode Island. His name was Carlos Rocha. And anyway, he broke the flag over Superstar Billy Graham's head, and she goes, oh, the match is going to be over in a couple of more minutes, guys. I got to go. And sure enough, it was. And, it was like, whoa, it was just a cool Superstar Billy Graham story. The Junkyard Dog story. Another thing, it was at the Civic Center. This was a few years later. A friend of mine was the food and beverage manager. and the wrestlers would stay there because there was a catwalk at the Civic Center to the Holiday Inn. The Miz just got pinned, and the fans are clapping. LA Knight beat the Miz, and he says, "Hey man, come on up, man. We're delivering food. We're delivering drinks and food to these guys. They're wrestling in a little while, and they're partying like crazy up there." So I went up there, man. The Junkyard Dog, he was making his facial expressions, smoking joint after joint, big fat joints. These guys were down and drinking Heinekens, whatever it was that was drinking. Hey Josh, what's happening, my brother? Whatever it was that they were drinking, man, it was crazy. Kerry Von Erich was in there, and weed was the thing. They all were smoking weed. They were just puffing. Two at a time. They'd leave for their matches, and it was like Junkyard Dog. Like I said, man, that was my experience with him. He was the craziest. We were just too fucked up to talk about anything. It was just like a bizarre thing. These guys were just getting ready to go and wrestle at the Providence Civic Center, and they were just partying before the match, man, smoking like fucking chimneys. Getting back to the Payback today, right now, LA Knight just won. John Cena was a special guest referee. Cena's kind of looking at him. He's trying to keep a straight expression on his face, but nope. Cena's a sap, puts his hand out. They shake hands. They're not going to fight each other. They're buddies. They're going to go out and probably have a nice big steak dinner, bottle of wine. So it's the first time I've ever seen LA Knight. I don't know if I'd want to get in the ring with him, man. I guess he was big on the other circuits before this because he's a lifer. Well, they're in Pittsburgh, PGH, man. Pittsburgh Big Dog, bro. They're in your city, man. I wonder if they're at the Igloo. Is that place still up, man? You got the Pittsburgh Steelers at ringside. Yeah, baby. This was the Igloo. This was the place where Cactus Jack went off that freaking the Hell in a Cell. This is the arena. If this is the same arena in Pittsburgh, but that's where Hell in a Cell happened. Damn, 30 years ago or something like that. Crazy numbers. Crazy how time goes by. And they're interviewing some guy they call Pablo Escobar. See, this is from not watching a lot of current wrestling. I don't know who these guys are, man. Rey Mysterio is one of them. Him I remember. I think I know who this Escobar is. I can't think of his name. Rey Mysterio. Yeah, oh yeah, they're showing a little preview of what's going on. Yeah, you don't fuck around with their livelihood. I mean, nothing's funnier than when Dr. Deesh slapped John Tunsil, is that his name? The reporter who said wrestling's fake, put the microphone to his face, and, oh yeah, is this fake? Bang! Punctured his eardrum. Yeah, man. I guess they got a. I guess this is the dollar store version of Piper's Pit. The guy's name is Grayson Wheeler. Probably some internet sensation. But Rey Mysterio, I mean, his son is here too, man. And you got the second generation. I think his daughter is even involved in it, man. I know the little bits and pieces that I've seen. Haku, yeah, Haku is nuts. Haku's the craziest one of them all. Oh, he was the toughest, man. Stories about him biting somebody's nose off. When you watch these shoot interviews, you can hear how nutty Haku he was. Even Andre wouldn't fuck with him. And Andre was the badass of them all, man. You know, if Andre was pissed at you, he'd fuck you up in a match in the ring, and there's nothing you'd be able to do about it. You know, if he liked you, he'd be the greatest guy in the world, they say. But if he you watch the Andre with the Iron Sheik matches. Andre didn't like the Iron Sheik. He fucks him up. Just the body slams, you know, picks him up, bang. Somebody that he likes, he'll hold him right down to the bottom. I mean, you know, the frying pan, those big hands across the chest. You see, no whack. I mean, those were like. Andre was famous for that shit. And if Andre didn't like you, you were getting fucking wasted. But Haku, man, they say Haku, he was the toughest of them all when it came to an actual in combat situation. You don't want to fuck with Haku. And this cat, Austin Theory, I forget what his name was. He was in NXT for a while. I think he was in AEW. I can't remember what his name was in AEW. That's how bad my memory is. But these guys, they you can tell Vince likes Austin Theory. I don't know if he does any steroids or not. You can't even really tell anymore because it's not the obvious ones, not the obvious kind. You know, before you had the guys like Lex Luger, Scott Steiners, you could tell in a second. But these guys, you can get natural guys with really good genetics. You give them nutritional supplements, you feed them right, you eat, you train properly, and they look like they're doing drugs. But they're not. And that's actually a big compliment. When you accuse somebody of being on gear and they're not, that's a huge compliment. Just like it's as huge an insult if you accuse them and they are. But Austin Theory, he doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's on any of those dangerous performance enhancing drugs that athletes is so common with these days. This is what the United States Heavyweight Championship they're defending. I'll tell you, man, they really drag it out between matches. What is this? The third match they're having tonight. This is and they've already been. It's already been an hour and 15 minutes. Man, I'll tell you, they know how to really stretch it out. I can remember they put a dozen matches in, one after another. You have somebody like Gorilla Monsoon doing the expediting, and bango, they'd know when the match was going to be done. They'd have the air equipment, the referee, and the next match would be out there, and they wanted to just pack up and go. Different now, man. They're really stretching it out. They do these little skits in between the matches. You know, the referees, they don't even mention them by name anymore. I heard that. They haven't been doing that at all. They used to mention them. They had names before. Now they're just referees. I think the band's taking a break. Yeah, we don't want them taking a break just yet. See if they're still. There we back up here. There we go. Peach, salute, bro. How you doing, man? Just kicking back, watching the WWE's pay-per-view tonight. Right now, Rey Mysterio and Austin Theory. I gotta go for Mysterio. He's one of the cats I remember from way back in the day. Nice suplexes. One thing about these two guys, they're small. They can do all these moves. I'll tell you, unbelievable. And Mysterio is like, he's got to be lucky if he's $160. And this other dude is picking him up and tossing him around like a freaking rag doll. I mean, suplexes from the knees. And this Theory, he's got the attitude that Vince likes. Gets the crowd going. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Randy Orton. Randy's another one. I wonder if he's still around, man. See, I don't keep up with this like I used to, bro. Man, I remember I used to go. I probably been to 100 wrestling matches at least in my life. I used to go to them all the time when I was living in Boston. Go to the Boston Garden, watch the matches. I used to go to the Civic Center. I went to the Round Auditorium. I went to the Main, the freaking Main Civic Center. Different high school gymnasiums, hotel lobbies, hotel fucking. You know, they set it up at like they did it at the Viking Hotel in Newport years ago. National Guard armories. Crazy situations, but professional wrestling only needs an arena, and they'll get the show going for you. Right now, it's huge, man. I mean, you know, I guess right now we're not so much in the wrestling being the thing it was back in the 80s. Back in the 80s, it was fucking crazy. Yeah, I read that story, man. Andre, one of the greatest guys in the world, they say. You know, I hear all the stories about him. Andre loved his booze, though, and he would drink booze like a can of beer, and a bottle of beer in his hands was about the size of his big lighter in my hands, you know? Whoa, one shot. And you listen to some of the wrestlers who travel with Andre, they'll tell you, you know, they'd have to stop every time there was a package store, every town, get him a case of beer. Hey, Kevin, how you doing, bro? Holly Race, yep, great. Oh, Holly Race, man. I saw Holly Race a few times, many times on TV. I saw him live a couple of times, man. He was a fucking wild man. And he's another one. He was in jail for murder. Holly Race didn't fuck around. He was fucking nuts. Dick the Bruiser, yep, Crusher, those fucking guys. And those guys, they had to do kayfabe. They couldn't, if they walked in a restaurant and the guy that they were feuding with was in that restaurant, they had to walk out. They had to go somewhere else. Now they're freaking rooming with each other, you know. Oh, Rey Mysterio's almost getting his mask ripped off. I mean, I think we've seen Rey Mysterio's face. He's had his mask ripped off a few times. And but no, Rey keeps that mask on there as tight as he can. It's weird because it's not even a full over the head mask. But Ray's gone little doing a freaking moonsault off the top rope. I mean, the dude is an acrobat. 190, 160, whatever he weighs. But he's just got this amazing, throws that body, and you better hope that the dude underneath him is going to catch him. That's the whole thing. These guys, they got to rely on each other. Man, Rey Mysterio, flying head scissors. You know the whole thing is, man, it's almost like freaking boring. He's got to do that 619. Is that what he calls it? Oh, he just he just slid under the bottom rope. He caught the dude by the back, by the head, and went around and gave him a DDT. Just amazing. This is sponsored by toasted cinnamon crunch, man. I could go to a box of those when I was in my let's say unconcerning days. I would take to a box of those cinnamon toast crunches and like nothing, man. Those are good. Fucking milk on the side and a box of cinnamon toast crunches, man. Oh, no problem. Go right through that, man. So good. Amazing that now I haven't had one of those in years, man. But they're sponsoring wrestling. Amazing. Oh, Rey Mysterio's an acrobat. He just did this amazing thing. He just set him up for that fucking 619. This is so. Of course, the guy's not going to stay there. And they just bumped into each other kind of awkwardly, but came out of it where he's got Mysterio in the torture rack. Gave him spun him around and gave him a power bomb. Austin Theory was kind of bummed. He was looking for the 3 count. He was made it look like he was looking for the 3 count. But Ray kicked out at the last second, as usual. Yep, Ray just stiffened his whole body, got his NOPD. The New Orleans Police Department tried breaking him up. Dick the Bruiser and Abdul the Butcher. I'll tell you, man, those matches were nuts, man. Abdul the Butcher. You see him now. His name is Larry something. I can't even think of his last name, but he's broke. He's out there asking for money. He claims he got fucked out of all his money. His wife fucked him. And he's got diabetes. And I don't know if he lost his legs or what, man. Pretty sorry looking case. And he's out there asking for super chats or GoFundMes or whatever, man. So you gotta wonder, Abdullah the Butcher. You hear some of the stories about him, man. Him with that fucking foreign object down. Guy was crazy. He used to go to Puerto Rico where there was very little law enforcement and wrestling was taken seriously. And man, Abdullah, he'd fuck up these guys. Man, they say some of these guys were never heard of. They'd leave the ring. They'd be white as a ghost. They lost so much blood. And Abdullah, just a big bully, they'd say, man. I used to love it when somebody would kick his ass. But to see Abdullah now is a sorry thing, man. Mysterio's setting him up for that 619. I think he's going to get it this time. Yes, he does. Doesn't even look like it would hurt that much, man. He tried that over the top. And he was just caught with 2 knees, and this dude like that gave him that John Cena. He's showing some pretty ungodly strength, but Mysterio, like I said, he's only 165 pounds. Mysterio just rolled him up, held onto that leg, and got the 3 count. Rey Mysterio retains that United States Championship. Cool stuff, man. Ray's family's coming out there. So I guess he's got a group that he's hanging with now. PWO. I don't know what it stands for. I don't even want to guess. It's probably kind of like the CCD. But Rey Mysterio's a member of it. He just kept his title. Ray retains the U.S. Championship. Kathy Kelly. I think she was around for a while as one of the announcers, but anyway, she's back doing it again. She's back there with Becky Lynch, and this is going to be one of those between timeouts where they let this hang out a little bit. More the modern women wrestlers of the WWE. Showing some blonde, trying to look real ditzy out there. Are they going to go to another match, or are they going to screw around? Oh. Pittsburgh Steel City Street Fight. I see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They used to be best of friends, bitter enemies. Now they're best of friends again. So this should be kind of interesting. Sami Zayn's a character. I don't know if you ever watched that guy before, man, but another overachiever. You can tell, man. He definitely odds stacked against him. He doesn't look like he fucks around with any kind of PEDs. Looks like he just does a lot of hard work. Takes a lot of beatings. Stayed with it, and now he's doing like semi-main events over here on the WWE. But he was funny. He's got a gimmick, and he's a funny guy. Plays off of that red-headed Boy Scout look he's got, you know. Real fall guy too, man. He takes tremendous beatings. Maybe a good time to go fill up my water glass. Between matches here, so bear with me for 1 second. Back again. Excuse that interlude there. I had to take care of a few things, get some more water. I didn't even change the bong water, but I can do that next time I get up. Let's see who we got here, man. The Judgment Day. I don't know who these cats are by looking at them from the thing. I have to put my earpiece in. See if I can hear who they are. Oh, that's that freaking Finn Balor. He's a tough little bastard. And this dude was in NXT, man. What the hell was his name? Damian Priest, I think his name was. So yeah, these are some pretty seasoned cats here, man. Damian Priest, he's been doing this for, oh Christ, 8-9 years. Finn Balor, he was an all-star in Europe. So this should be a pretty decent match. And Damian Priest has got the Money in the Bank, so he could claim a title match anytime. You never know, man. On these pay-per-view events, Damian Priest could turn in that title, claim that title match in after the belt has changed hands or after the champion has retained it. Or, I mean, it's and I realized he was the Money in the Bank champion, so that means he's got that suitcase. They're still honoring that Money in the Bank. That's a pretty good match too. They got the KQKC, my brother, man. Shout out to you, man. Just over here watching wrestling, listening to some jazz, smoking some weed. Appreciate you coming by, my man. And make sure you're a moderator in here. Of course you are, my man. There's no boxing on tonight, man. This is a tough thing for me to swallow. Instead, I'm watching WWE Judgment Day. My stream just went down. I gotta fuck around with it for a second here. Get it back and running again. I think I got it up. It's up again. Okay, man, here we go. Appreciate you coming by, OG, man. Thank you so much, man. So I'm just over here. We talked about the fights we saw today. You did a hell of a job calling them. I was out walking my dog. I was listening to you, bro. You know, I can't do any. I can't even read the freaking thing on my phone. I still got the Android phone, so I can't even read the chat. Never mind contribute to it. But I got the earbuds in, and I'm listening to you out there, bro. And I had some people were asking me, what are you laughing about in there? I said, you wouldn't even. I ain't even gonna explain it to you. You wouldn't even understand. So I'm listening to some boxing right now. Oh yeah, who's fighting? I said, forget it. I can't understand you, Mike. I got too much going on in my head over here. But anyway, man, I do like to talk about wrestling every once in a while. And tonight, once again, a pay-per-view event going on. And at these pay-per-view events, these guys put on their best shows. Kevin Owens, man, I haven't watched this in so long. Kevin Owens used to have a big, huge gut on him. He looks like he lost about 40 pounds. You know, the last time I saw Kevin Owens, he was 300 pounds, and the dude was only about under 6 feet. Yeah, but he had a huge, like a Dusty Rhodes kind of a big, one of those big hard bellies. Sami Zayn just went over the top ropes. Yeah, these guys are putting on a tremendous show tonight. They're giving these, I don't know, 20 or so thousand fans watching this show in Pittsburgh tonight. There's a lot of nuts out there that love wrestling. So we like to talk about it on here once in a while. And sitting there with some good bud. Good jazz going in the background. Right now they're smashing each other over the head with fucking garbage cans. I mean, real aluminum garbage cans, a heavy duty kind. The kind that bend, but they only bend when you want them to bend, you know? That kind of garbage can. Kevin Owens got the Terry Funk shirt on. Terry Funk, anybody that knows wrestling, they know Terry Funk. These guys are doing hardcore stuff, man. They're paying homage to the great Terry Funk. They're using kendo sticks. They're hitting this guy with they got a trash can over his head. They are earning their money. I mean, these wrestlers, man, they are nuts. They are truly insane people. Like I said earlier, boxing and wrestling, they go hand in hand, man. I mean, damn, Muhammad Ali took on that Japanese wrestler back in 1976. On that same card, Andre the Giant took on the biggest wrestler, took on the biggest boxer at the time. He took on Chuck Wepner. They both fought in the ring. They both go hand in hand. Back when I used to buy my first boxing magazines, I used to buy wrestling magazines. It was wrestling and boxing in one magazine. That's how I got into boxing. I read all the wrestling stuff, and I'm reading about the boxing on the side, and I'm reading about these fights in Japan, and I'm reading about Ali and Carlos Monzon. I'm like, shit, man, I'm gonna start watching this stuff. But wrestling and boxing, they go hand in hand, and right now there's no boxing on the tube, so I'm going back to my old days. I'm watching wrestling, and these guys are putting on a hell of a show. Fucking, you definitely have to take a punch square in the mouth to be a wrestler these days. You can't fake skin on skin. I mean, they don't put all into it, but they sure take them right in the fucking jaw. They're combat athletes. And like I said earlier, man, the great Archie Moore, the last professional boxing match he had was against the son, the father of the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. So that's how fucking close boxing and wrestling are related. Muhammad Ali, everybody knows he got his shtick from Gorgeous George. You know, he started wearing the robes. He started He said to Gorgeous George, these fans don't like me, so what am I going to do, George? Gorgeous George said, you play right off that, man. Whether they like you or not, you make sure they come to see you. And Ali knew right then and there that was business. So he played upon that. You didn't like Ali, no problem. As long as you come to see me win or come to see me lose. Floyd played the same game. You know? Wrestling, the ultimate three-ring circus. My buddy Vinny Pazienza, he was at a WrestleMania when they had Butterbean against Bart Gunn. You remember that, man? They had a tournament in there. The wrestlers put boxing gloves on, and it was the craziest thing wrestling ever did. Wrestlers were getting hurt. They were getting fucking concussed. They put the boxing gloves on. And they let them go at it for these 3-round tournaments to come out with a winner. Vince was sorry that he did it, man. Guys like Dr. Death was supposed to win it, but he got knocked out by, oh man, just people you wouldn't expect to do it. But anyway, it came down to the finals, and they had it at WrestleMania, and they had Butterbean against Bart Gunn, and Butterbean knocked him out in 1 round. But the special guest referee was Vinny Pazienza. But that just goes to show you how wrestling and boxing go hand in hand. And tonight they couldn't go more hand in hand because BruceGas, Boxing, Jazz, and More, he's watching professional wrestling. Hoping you're enjoying it with me. Gotta get the full screen going. See, when you stream stuff, you gotta be careful. There we go. I got my full screen. Got my volume perfectly. Kevin Owens, man, without the gut, that's pretty amazing. I'm sure they probably talk about that in the wrestling sites and stuff, but I don't go into too much. Every once in a while we'll talk about wrestling on a boxing channel, and you'd be surprised how many boxing fans love wrestling. They start bringing names out. Oh, there goes Rey Mysterio Jr. Oh yeah, so once again, it's like all the matches now, there seem to be no disqualification. So the referee's kind of useless in there. He's just in there to count or have him ring the bell if you submit. But you could bring outside interference, foreign objects, closed fists, elbows. I mean, the rules are out the window in wrestling now. That's Rey Mysterio's kid in there, Dominic Mysterio, and he's already making 6-figure paychecks as a professional wrestler. So it's probably a lucrative business to be into, man. Oh, and now you got the Pittsburgh hockey player. What the fuck is this, man? Right now you got a couple of Pittsburgh Penguins that just jumped into the fray. And they're out here with their hockey sticks. And they're with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. So you got the hockey players drop their hockey sticks and they're beating up Dominic Mysterio. The home of the Penguins. Oh, yeah, these dudes have got blood coming out of their heads and everything, man. Fucking wrestling at its finest. A Pittsburgh City street fight. So you're going to see, there's got to be a half dozen chairs in the ring right now. Finn Balor and Sami Zayn in the ring. Both of these guys have wrestled tons of times. Damian Priest has got It's got Sami Zayn behind the neck. It's like a perfect spot for him to get out of the way. Oh, that Blue Thunder Bomb's an amazing move. That's Sami Zayn's signature move. I never see him pin anybody with it, but it's kind of an amazing move. And he just gave it to fucking Finn Balor on a chair, on a bunch of folding steel chairs. How that didn't hurt like hell, I don't know, man. That was devastating. And now they're coming in with foreign objects. Damian Priest with a hockey stick. They got 4 chairs set up in the center ring. Looks like there's going to be a suplex on the chairs. Oh. Those are the moves where you say, how the hell can they do that? Not how can they do that, but how can they get up and do it again the next day or the next week? I mean, these guys are, getting slammed on top of folded steel chairs. No give. I mean, how can you not rupture something back there? You got organs, you know. These guys are really making an amazing match over here. Makes me wonder why I don't watch more wrestling. There's so much boxing on. The announcers, they're just saying, get out of the way. That looked pretty bush league. They threw him over the barricade, and it looked like he kind of forced himself over. And you got the fans standing there, and this is dangerous territory. These guys are going out into the fans. You don't know if you're going to get stabbed. You don't know if you're going to get some deadly chemical thrown in your freaking face. I mean, you're at the mercy of a bunch of nuts. I don't know if wrestling fans are as crazy as they were. I mean, I used to go to the matches where they used to have them literally in barns. And if you were out there, if you were rooting for the wrong guy, because wrestling back in the day was black and white, no gray area, strictly black and white. They had the good guy, they had the bad guy. And if you were rooting for the bad guy and you were in a redneck town or something, there'd be fights in the parking lot. Some people took this serious, bro. Some people took this as gospel. They kind of had to tell the simpletons, this is wrestling, man. We're not going to tell you it's fake, but it's not real. But it's fucking real entertaining. Oh, Sami Zayn, a flying somersault, and he had to be helped by the dude that he landed on to make the full 360 on it. But man, he just amazing stuff. It's like teamwork. This couldn't work without everybody in perfect sync with each other. Rey Mysterio still down there. Dominic. Rey's kid, Dominic. Takes a good beating. I don't even think he's in his mid-20s yet. But he knows what he wants to do for the rest of his life. Kevin Owens is taking it out on the young Dominic Mysterio. And Kevin, he's been doing this. They were driving around in the Volkswagen minivan, 6 wrestlers in there going state to state. That's how long Kevin is climbing up right now. This is ECW stuff right here. He's out on the balcony of the arena. He's got Dominic Mysterio on a table down there. Oh! Oh! Easy 12-foot somersault. Unbelievable. Fucking Mankind stuff right there. Cactus Jack stuff. Unbelievable. Just missed breaking his fucking neck. Might have broken something anyway. Unbelievable. Damn. I wish I could show this. He just threw his body like a freaking diver would off an Acapulco cliff, but there was no water underneath him. There was just a body and a table. Crazy, crazy stuff. I mean, this is like a brutal, brutal match. I didn't think it was going to be this good, frankly, man. This is just great stuff. I'm glad I got the weed. I got the water. This is fucking wild. Oh! Just threw a trash can from the outside of the ring on Sami Zayn. He caught it. He kind of clotheslined him. It's almost like they got him in a ring toss with it. Damian Priest and Finn Balor, they make a devastating team. And Zayn, oh! The haluva kick. That's a wild move. But Damian Priest and Finn Balor, they're getting their finishing. They're getting their finish straightened out. They're doing, I don't know what they're doing, but it sure as hell doesn't look good for Sami Zayn. Oh, he just got out of it. He's lucky. They were going to give him almost like the diamond cutter. Oh, just gave him a freaking suplex where he landed in the turnbuckle, where you don't get to land on your back. Oh, fucking Finn Balor just got knocked off the top turn, the ring apron through a table. Sammy's going nuts. He wants to do that haluva kick. That's his famous move. Oh, he got stopped in mid-range by the throat. Kevin Owens gave him that stunner. He caught. Now he got that haluva kick in, and that's going to be it. Sami Zayn's going to pin Damian Priest. No, he gets pulled out by Finn Balor. Pulls him out. I mean, no, that's not Finn Balor. That's somebody else, man. I don't know. Oh, whoever it was, he just got a freaking clothesline. He got 360'd. I don't know who that dude is. He just got a power slam. It was supposed to be through the table, but it wasn't. I mean, this is brutal. This is really brutal. This tells you, unbelievable. Yeah, Jimmy Buffett, I listened to him this morning. I saw Jimmy Buffett in concert at in the Boston Commons back in 1985, I think it was. Rhea Ripley just comes out there and nails Kevin Owens with a spear. They're letting it all go here. This is fucking wild stuff. Rhea Ripley is like the China. She's like a woman who's just packed full of testosterone. She's big. She's strong. You know, she's one of those you'd run a blood test if she was in the NBA. Hey, Nando, how we doing, my brother? This is an unbelievable match, Nando, huh? I haven't watched a match since SummerSlam, and I'll tell you, this is like fucking top shelf here. The ladies match was okay. The John Cena and the Miz and that match, LA Knight, that was, you know, this is exceptional. This is fucking a sling blade. That's a devastating move. You never pin anybody with a sling blade in that kick. His thing, man, that double stomp. He gets on that top rope. I don't know how you can fake this move. Let's see if he lands it. Let's see if he lands it, bro. No. Sami Zayn got out of the way. Sami Zayn grabs him. That fucking slam against the corner. Sami Zayn's taking his shirt off. Sami Zayn wants to land that haluva kick. He does. Finn Balor goes down. Sami Zayn for the pin. 1, 2, oh! Fucking, I don't know who that was, but they just nailed Sami Zayn over the head with the Money in the Bank. Sami Zayn gets pinned. Sami Zayn was knocked out with the Money in the Bank fucking suitcase. So the I don't know, the underground guys, whoever they were, Dirty Dom, yep, all those fucking Damian Priest, Dominic, Rhea Ripley, the dark side. They got the light side and the dark side. Dirty Dom. Oh, they got I guess they have. Is this for the Unified Tag Team Championship? I'm saying the WBA and the WBC. This is the SmackDown and the Raw belts. Rhea Ripley. She was sexy looking back in the day. She looks kind of. She looks freaking downright bizarre right now, man. She looks like she's got more guy in her than Dirty Dominic does. Oh yeah, they're showing that move of him off the top rope. Unbelievable stuff. Yeah, this is definitely worth taking a break from boxing tonight, man. I'm almost glad there were no fights on. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this, man. Payback. This is just an amazing show. I'll tell you, man. J.D. McDonough. Finn Balor's running buddy. Okay, man. Rhea goes after it with guys, man. Rhea's tough. I wouldn't fuck with Rhea. Got Money in the Bank. Getting hit with that suitcase. Most of the guys who get that win the world championship too, don't they? That Janice from Three's Company look. I don't know, man. She looks more like Janet on steroids. Joyce DeWitt. She was a looker back in the day, man. She used to do the pantyhose commercials. So they just took the belts off of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. They took the tag team titles off them. Wow, that's a pretty good side. They got a hell of a crowd in there. Connor's Cure. Yep, they always have the Connor's Cure on there. You know, Connor died when the original Connor. But good cause, great cause, man. Cancer sucks, man. Childhood cancer, even worse. But it's a good cause. Makes me glad I watch the WWE. My first wife was like that, man, and she was tough too. She was nuts. I wonder if the girl with the long hair there, what's her name? Bestest, fastest, meanest. I can't think of it right now, but anyway, I think she's a champion on there. She's got the big long beret in the back, big long braid. Introducing NFL Legacy. What's going on? The WWE is mixing it up with the NFL. They're selling WWE and NFL belts. Corporate, man. Corporate. NFL legacy titles. I don't know who they're showing right now, but they're showing some of the scary new wrestlers. No Mercy, September 30th. So they have one of these every month. They're on Peacock TV. I think I even have Peacock. I never watch it. I think it's I think I have the app in here. I mostly watch YouTube. Pretty much have almost everything on here now. I got YouTube Advanced. I figured out how to hook that up so you can play music. No commercials on Advanced. The only thing you can't do is you can't go on live with it. You can't, like, if somebody's got a live going, you can't click on there. When they put the link in, you can't click it. You have to go on regular YouTube. But it's cool because you can. It's almost like a pay thing, but you get it for free if you know what you're doing. And for some reason, I don't know how I got it, but I did. And it's it's better than Spotify. It's better than Pandora. You can put your own playlist together. No commercials, no nothing. I think after 20 minutes it does stop. You just have to click your earbud and it comes right back on again. But it's the best for me anyway. They're showing Cody Rhodes in there, man. I used to watch his old man Dusty Rhodes when he wrestled all the time back in the early 70s. See, he started wrestling back, and he was wrestling down south and Midwest. He didn't wrestle much in the WWF at the time it was called. But then the territories were broken. And he came up here, and they loved him, man. Dusty was the man. The guy had a big belly and totally not your typical looking wrestler, but he moved and he grooved and he had that gift of gab. I always thought his kid, this one here, Dustin was big, but Cody, I always thought he was too small. I mean, because these little guys, when you're wrestling a big guy, like when he wrestled Brock Lesnar, he beat Brock at SummerSlam. We watched that over here. I mean, he beat him, yeah, maybe not. But you know, when the force of the actions when Brock was slamming him, suplexing him. Small body's not made to have a long career. The Grayson Waller effect. Yeah, he's a YouTube influencer, I guess, man. Yeah, this is like this is the new Piper's Pit. This is Dollar General's version of the Piper's Pit or the flower shop. Delicious cold water. Highly advisable, man. Don't neglect your water, my friends. If you could ever get your hands on some of this alcohol tincture, the Green Dragon stuff, make sure you enjoy that too. I need 30 seconds here. This dude on a trombone is amazing. Wake up D's. I'm a piano player, man. Jeffrey Keezer. This is live at Small Jazz Club. Great stuff to have in the background. I hope they don't get mad at me for it. But it is. Hey William, man, thank you so much for coming by, brother. Peace out to you too, bro. Appreciate your support. Always have, man. Always will. Peace, bro. But yeah, okay, man. Me in here by myself. That's cool. We still got some great wrestling to watch. I have some great weed to smoke. It's relatively early for me on a Saturday night, man. 10 o'clock. My wife, she's making Z's right now, clocking pigeons. She goes to sleep early. 9 o'clock is late for her. Me, when I see 1 o'clock, I'll get nervous. I was like, man, I gotta get to sleep. But that's just the way it is. 7:30, bang, my eyes are wide open. I'm on the road usually by 8:30, 9 o'clock. Me and the dog and go for a couple of miles. Put the tunes on. So this guy Grayson Waller, he's a punk. He's the kind of guy he's like bad guy announcer. The fans are booing the guy. He's loving it. This is the between the round stuff here, man. This trombone player, man, he reminds me of a dude called Porky Cohen. He's from Rhode Island. I don't know what town he lived in, but I used to see him at a club called Bovie's. And he played with a band called Roomful of Blues. He played with Doc Sevenson's orchestra, the Johnny Carson band. He toured with a lot of the old classics, man. He was a real smooth trombone player. Played in a lot of big bands. Loved his weed. I remember I did coke with him one night. He never did it before. We're in a room, a couple of the band members were doing lines, and he's looking, and I just said, hey, you want to go? He goes, will it go okay with speed? This guy was an old man. Like I was, I was, shit, this was how many years ago? This was 40 years ago, 40 plus years ago, so. Crazy stories, man. Crazy stories. But we're waiting for one of the main events to start. Right now we're watching Grayson Waller. One of the see, when I was watching these interviews with the barbershop with Brutus Beefcake, Piper's Pit. Adrian Adonis's Flower Shop. That was one of the funniest ones out of all of them, man. I gotta change my bong water. It's a good time to do it. There's a break between matches. Back again here. With a clean Toka 2. And I see the Uzos in the ring. I guess we're getting ready to start or something here. We've got the, when we see, I don't know if it's Jimmy or Jay. I have to listen to this, man. I'm going to put my earpiece in and listen to what's going on here. Are they going to wreck the ring? Because right now you got like this dude's got plants in there. He's got chairs. He's got a desk. And this Uzo looks like he's ready to wreck the place. He just got a super kick. And Jay's ready to tear the place apart. Jay Uso against Cody Rhodes at Monday Night Raw. Jey Uso, I guess he split up from his brother. I guess the Usos aren't a team anymore. They always do this, man. They have brothers. They have the teams together. Then they split them up. They did it with the Steiner brothers. They did it with the Funks. Oh man, the Owens. They did it with the Hart brothers. They always have brother against brother. You know, we're gonna have a women's championship. Rhea Ripley and what's this other girl's name? I can't remember it right now. I'm gonna put some. Rhea Ripley is huge. She is an Amazon, as they say. Wow, this girl, Rhea Ripley, I just said she was huge. This girl she's wrestling looks down on her. Yeah, they're building this up. This is there's a big feud going on between these two. They're both super women. I forget what this other girl's name is. I've seen her in the might have been AEW or NXT, but she's well known, well experienced. This is going to be a good match. Raquel Rodriguez, that's right. And like I said, she's huge. She is over 6 feet tall, in shape, a bruiser. Yeah, Raquel is an Amazon. These are the kind of girls, if you were in a bar and they were fighting, you'd stay clear. You'd give them plenty of room. I think I like women's wrestling more than I like women's boxing. Raquel Rodriguez showing off her back. Very detailed. Must do a lot of rowing, a lot of deadlifts. Doesn't have much of a boob up there, but she's big. Rhea Ripley, I believe, is the champion. I guess they got the SmackDown and the Raw titles. Rhea Ripley is considered a world champion, women's world champion, and a women's SmackDown champion. I don't know, bro. I'm not a fan much like I used to be. I'm enjoying it tonight, though. It's wild tonight. So we've had two men's matches, or 3 men's matches, and 2 women's matches. There's a lot of females in wrestling now. Oh, my stream just froze. I'll have to unfreeze it if I can. Okay, there we go. We're back on again. Getting ready for this match to start. I'll tell you, that ring announcer gets into her job, man. Don't recall which one she is. I remember, let's see, who were the big ring announcers they had? I remember we had Mike McGurk. You had, my recollection of names is getting so bad lately. Picasso, my brother, salute, man. Yeah, we are, bro. You keep yours close to the bone like I do, man. This Raquel Rodriguez is towering over Rhea Ripley, who I just thought Rhea Ripley was huge, man. But this damn this Michelle Rodriguez, Rachel Rodriguez, she's huge. She's got that. She's got a face like she's looking ready to cry or something, man. See, I don't know, man. Usually, big women like this, it's going to be tough to put on a show, especially like the one we just had. That was an amazing match. They both collide at ringside. Nobody goes off their feet. Boom. Once again, these 2 big brutes, they collide in that ringside off the ropes. Rhea Ripley's wiping it off her chest like it's nothing. Okay, they're kind of almost laughing because it is getting kind of funny, but no, they're gonna have to go through the motions here. Little arm bar, pulling of the hair, picking up fireman's carry. A little off the ropes action. Boom. Rodriguez hits her with a shoulder block, knocks her down. Right now, Rhea Ripley's walking around at ringside. They're doing a lot of pointing her fingers. Rodriguez has got her by the hair, picks her up. Rhea just got a nice little inside hangman or something with the ropes. Rodriguez has got her against the ropes. She's landing some forearms. She's got her in the corner. She's tossing her out. Of course, she reverses it. Hits her with a low kick to the lower abdomen. Usually when you grab somebody on the wrist and swing around, hey, Yankee Kyle, how you doing, bro? Salute, my man. We got the female matches over here at Payback on the WWE network. We're watching Rhea Ripley and Rachel Rodriguez, I think her name is. She's huge anyway, man. Oh, just floored Rhea Ripley with a clothesline. Got her picked up for a body slam. Wow. These are huge women here, bro. That referee's got to be careful. She'll get kicked and she'll get hit with one of them feet or something when they're doing these, because they're trying to be very acrobatic too, man. And it's tough because they're huge. Oh, drop kick by Rhea Ripley off the rope. She's not. The announcers are saying she may be out, but no, she's not out. But I'll tell you, man, these women are tough. Oh, they just showed it in slow motion, and yeah, that drop kick, she nailed him in the face with a couple of soles, couple of heels. Boom, knock a tooth out. Devastating stuff. These wrestlers are fucking nuts, man. When they start showing that camera up close and you show a wrestler being choked out by the foot of another one, then you can see the exaggeration there. That's why sometimes wrestling is better seen from a distance. But Rhea Ripley, man, Rhea Ripley is I guess she's probably one of the hottest things out there. I can't think of that other the one's name with the long barrette in the back, man. Why is her name avoiding me? And Rhea Ripley doing a double bicep pose. They're doing their best, but I don't know. The last match really had us going here. This is anticlimactic. I guess Michelle Rodriguez is supposed to have an injured knee here. That was a nice little snapmare with the complimentary kick to the back. They actually got it tied up like a pretzel. Using a abdominal claw made famous by the Von Erichs. And they're giving each other a breather right now. Rodriguez is getting up, man, and she's huge up. Is she going to use that power? No. Rhea Ripley's big too. Good center of gravity. There we go. Oh, Rodriguez just picked her up, tossed her. That showed a lot of strength on Rodriguez's part, man. Just threw her off her like a fly. Yeah, you used the rope a little bit, man. I think she was trying to kick her in the head, but she kicked the rope. The show goes on. Rhea Ripley's putting her boots to her in the center ring. The fans are booing, getting into it. Of course, Ripley playing to the crowd. Perfect wrestler. Picasso, the claw. You got it, man. The iron claw. I remember seeing Baron Von Raschke crushing apples during interviews. You try to crush a freaking apple. Impossible. He's crushing them like they're nothing. And they were real apples, too, because he took a bite out, you know. Some people just have that amazing grip strength. Yeah, Rhea Ripley, they're showing her drop kick in slow motion. Devastating drop kick. Just hit her with a chop in the throat. You could hear that one too, man. Rhea Ripley is in charge of this match, but you know wrestling can flip faster than I don't know what I can use there, but unlike boxing. And here we go, man. Michelle Rodriguez grabs her by the throat. Now they got the two dropped by a clothesline. Clotheslines are pretty amazing in professional wrestling, from the front or from the back. A fall-away slam. Those are devastating. Razor Ramon used to use those to perfection. Almost like a suplex. You kind of fall away, and other person's weight used against them. Rodriguez. Oh! Rhea Ripley's got to get caught up in the ropes. Work on that. The old Arn Anderson, you know. You work on a certain body part, and like the old saying goes, a three-legged table ain't good for balancing nothing. Yeah, Rhea Ripley. Both of these cats are taking a break, but the position that Rodriguez is in, that's going to be tough. This right here, if she, I thought you were gonna land on her. I thought you were gonna jump on her with 2 feet off the top rope. That would have been devastating. She's gonna do something off the top rope. Nope, she went. Yeah, I couldn't see her jumping on her there. That would have fucked her up. That would have fucked a lot of things up. Beautiful suplex. Rhea Ripley's laid out. Rhea Ripley kicks out a 2 count. Yeah, this match, man, get it over with. All those martial arts, man. A good wrestler, he's adept at so many different skills. They can make it look so good. They just incorporate it all into their own. Nice little face plant there. Oh, Ripley might be taking over here. That was a tremendous knee to the face. But one thing about wrestling, man, when you pin somebody, you gotta almost have them knocked out cold. Oh, even the sound of that was like flesh against flesh. You could hear that snap. It's amazing what these fucking athletes take. Nope. Looks like they're getting ready to end this match. Rodriguez is on top. Rodriguez is starting to use some aggressive moves here. Maybe working on some kind of a French move. I don't think Rhea's gonna lose the title in this match. One never knows in wrestling, but I don't think so. Oh, little chop block to that injured knee. Oh, an Indian deathlock. Nope. A Texas a clover leaf. What do they call that move? Yeah, I could see better version of that. Turns into an Indian deathlock. You just put your foot in there. Oh, a 2 count. So you can't be pinned that easily. They don't let it go like that. It's got to be you got to get her out cold and get the 3 count in there. Boom. They're both kind of laying out like a couple of whales in the middle of the ring. Slap across the face, exchanging slaps. And that's what Charlo should have slapped Plant back like that. They're doing a little paintbrush operation here. They're both throwing some punches in here. Rodriguez kicks her out of the ring. Man, they are dragging this match out. Oh, into the steel post, into the barrier. One thing about, man, that Maria Rodriguez, she is strong. Oh, put her in that steel pole. She was a dot. That's dangerous right there, man. Oh, the shit. That would fuck my shoulders up permanently, man. Picasso laughing out there. Dirty Dom. He's Rhea Ripley's boyfriend, I guess, man. They got something going. Up, he's gonna get disqualified. He's not supposed to be in the ring. Look at this, man. She picks him up. Power slams him. I think she's going to get pinned now. Something's going to happen. Rhea's not going to lose this fight. There goes Ripley. She's doing that. Rhea just pinned her. Dominic took one for the team. Rhea gets her women's title, world title back. Takes it with a stare in her eye. Staying in character. getting slammed by a woman. She had him like he was nothing. Oof. And I think Dominic's about 210, 220. So, what do we got? One more? Is the main event on next? Or is there something between that? John Cena, they got him with a bow tie on, looking like a real dink with a suit jacket on, a pink bow tie. But yeah, man, they're dragging it out between rounds again over here. I hope it's the main event next. Do another hit or two here, man. So we've got new tag team champions out of this. It's the main event for a world title. I think it's the Seth Rollins, Sensei Nakamura. Nakamura is a tough dude. I don't think he's going to beat Rollins, but that's going to be an interesting. There's going to be a lot of action. Those guys will put their bodies on the line. Nakamura is an incredible martial artist, Japanese. They paid big bucks to get him to come over here to WWE. He ruled NXT for a while. Was a champ for a long time. Just one of those guys that you just wouldn't want to fight, because even on his knees, even his fingertips, the guy's got all kind of devastating moves. Tie you up like a pretzel, cut you in half, and chops to the throat. And now does he use the mist? He might spit out the green mist. Yo, brother. Hey, good for you, man. Good for you, bro. The only mind-altering substance I put into my body is right here, man. Is weed. I don't even consider that a drug. But I was addicted to opiates, heroin, and pills for damn years and years, man. Since the 80s, since the early 80s. I mean, I was doing so much they destroyed my life literally. Businesses, relationships, fucking terrible shit, man. Terrible shit. But I hear you, bro. But the weed is my thing. I love smoking the weed. I see more doctors now than when I was watching General Hospital on a daily basis. But I've asked them about smoking the weed if it's adversely. The smoking is. That's why I do more the Green Dragon. Over here when I'm online, see, when I do the Green Dragon, I get to shut up for 30 seconds, and I don't do it. But bro, man, fuck hard drugs. Weed, I don't consider it a drug, man. I consider it just a nice pastime, and I've been smoking weed since the late 60s. I stopped a few times by choice, but I enjoy it, man, and it's legal. It agrees with me. It makes me and my wife more friendly, more experimental with each other, which I don't have any. The only bad thing about it is, like I said, the smoking part about it is, man, the combustion, toxicity on the lungs, the congestion. So I make my Green Dragon tincture up, man, and that's what I do, bro. That's my that's the only mind-altering substance I allow in my body, and that includes caffeine. I don't do caffeine. I don't do alcohol. I don't drink fizzy sodas. I don't drink anything except water. I eat extremely healthy. I mean, my diet. Most people say, "How the hell do you eat that shit every day, man?" Because I had a restaurant. I know how to make things healthy that still taste good. But it's a whole lifestyle. Weed is a big part of it. Boxing and bongs, man. Can't stop, won't stop. And that's what it is, man. But my view on drugs is hard drugs, man. Dude, no place in society for those at all. I look at, I saw the changes when doctors started prescribing. Hey, Bones, what's happening, my bro? When they started writing for the opiates and the OxyContin, when they said it wasn't addictive, and I knew it was, man. But I'd gotten in a car accident and figured out how to scam doctors. So I had a doctor scam for years. I mean, where he sent me to a pain management clinic, and they were giving me just as much, and I ran out of insurance. And I went back to him and I said, "You can't. What do I do now?" And he had to take me back again. But anyway, man, those days are behind me. I awake with a clear head every day. I walk several miles a day. I take care of myself, man. I'm 68 years old. I can't fuck around anymore. I'm seeing people go left and right, man. It's nobody wins with time. You can just you can take care of yourself, enjoy your latter years, in more comfort and more fun for you and people around you. But drugs, man, I see them ruin so many of my friends. They're still fucking. Guys my age are still fucking with hard shit. It's unbelievable. When they tell me, "How can you just smoke weed?" I'm like, "How can you not?" Oh, no, man. I get too spaced out. You can't handle it. Yeah, you're right. You can't handle it, man. You got to have a proper mindset. You got to be able to control the weed. Don't let the weed control you. But that's my philosophy on it. Don't let anybody ever tell you anything differently. And still, I'm digging on this David Gibson quartet now. We got a different band up there, man. And David Gibson, man, on that trombone. Amazing jazz artist. But here we go, man. We're getting ready to start that main event. Yeah, that's the hardest thing in the world to quit, man. I'll tell you, that drug Suboxone. Some people need them. Cancer patients. I mean, dude, I have the chronic pain in my shoulder. I have arthritis that is just unbelievable. And, I'm sure if I could get them if I wanted to, if I talked to my doctor and exaggerated. But I'm just so not into that shit, man. I'm just so away from that now. I could hang with somebody who used and not used. And it took years and years and years to have that mentality. But there's no room in my life for any of that shit anymore. Meth, I never had a problem with that. When I was a teenager, we had the whites, the crossroads, what the hell were they called? The benzo, some kind of methamphetamine. But they were around. They were high school was doing them, college, everybody was doing them. But that high, that ended backward. That ended when cocaine hit town back in the late 70s. It's been a problem in my life forever, man. Until, oh shit, man, when did I get myself off the opiates? Maybe 2015. And when I found out about Suboxone, I got health insurance once again. and I might have had one slip since then, maybe one or two. I'm not sure, but I've been off all kind of mind altering drugs for a long time. But opiates, those were hell. Thank God for Suboxone. If anybody's got a problem with those, go find a Suboxone clinic. That will help you. That's a lifesaver. If you have the right frame of mind, that'll take care of the physical part, the mental part. That's everybody takes care of that in their own way. But we are getting back to reality here. Getting back to the main event. Seth Rollins. And they are showing some cartoon they have. The crazy shit that they show before a match starts. Yeah, man, drugs are. It's amazing when you see Kensington in Philadelphia. All you have to do, you see that on YouTube all the time, and it's just amazing how there's a society of zombies out there now. I was so fortunate that there was no fentanyl when I was using on the streets. I several of my friends have overdosed, man. Sad. But anybody who fucks with that shit today, man, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. And now that Xylitol, the trank that's going in there, people with the open sores. Wow, I can't believe it when I see that, man. I thought it was bad seeing the junkies that had the abscesses on their arms. Now you're seeing these fucking craters on people's legs, neck, amputations. I mean, it's unbelievable. Sorry to hear that, Bones. I mean, it's just so dangerous right now. Really, I mean, this is why that druggy part of me, man. This is my heroin. This is my meth. This is my way to escape the sometimes some of the insurmountable problems that face us on a daily basis. But hey, that's my thing, man. I guess the majority of the government saw it that way. It's legal in my state. You can have up to 10 ounces too, man. That's crazy. That's dealing weight, Shinsuke Nakamura taking his bows, getting ready for his title fight. I'll tell you, this ring announcer, she is very passionate. Here is the world. She's like going at the top of her lungs. And that fentanyl, that's a scourge on our society. And they put it in pills, they put it in everything, man. The heroin, I don't even think heroin exists anymore. And here we go, man. Nakamura and Seth Rollins. Has Nakamura been WWE champion before? I think he probably has. And they're in the center ring exchanging something. Nakamura has got some. He is an amazing character. He is a true student of the game. He will make you laugh. The expressions on his face, but he's so smooth. He's got every move in the book, man. Like that though, he's got more moves than a gallon of prune juice. But these guys, they're gonna put on a little wrestling clinic before they get into their down and dirty stuff. And will Nakamura go for the ropes to break a hold? That's always a sign of a bad guy. Yeah, they're eyeballing each other, putting on a little show for us. Step over toe holds, pulling of hair, chin locks, a lot of. Hey, Scotty, how you doing, my brother? Thank you so much for coming by, man. Appreciate it. Just watching some WWE, man. Payback, one of their monthly pay-per-views. We're watching the world title match right now. But these guys are putting on a nice little display. Nakamura is a veteran. I mean, this guy is funny. Both of these guys, they're in tip-top shape. Nakamura, he's got several black belts. He knows every trick in the book. And Seth Rollins, he's been around for a while. And these guys are both top of the food chain in the WWE. Nakamura, nice kick to the kidneys. Nakamura, very educated feet. Seth Rollins going around for a waist lock. Nakamura reverses it. Off the ropes, a forearm by Seth Rollins. Chops Nakamura. Those throwing a little ollie-like jab there, throwing those Ric Flair chops. I mean, Seth Rollins, he's a complete wrestler, man. Really good shit. I guess that's why he's the world champion, man. They're bouncing off the ropes. Seth Rollins doing the kip up. Nakamura rolling out of the ring. Seth Rollins is going to jump through the ropes. Suicide dive. Nails him. I mean, these guys are precise athletes. If you're off by a fucking second, you're going to have a broken neck. You have to trust the cat you're wrestling. They have to trust you. Amazing, man. Jumping like that. If you ever go to a gym, a boxing gym, they're the same size, and usually when you go to a gym, they have three ropes. Most gyms can't afford 4 ropes, and you see what it looks like when you look down, jumping through those ropes and try to gracefully hit somebody and then land on your feet and not get hurt. These guys are athletes, no matter how real their combat is. They're extremely athletic, and they have to make this look real in front of thousands, millions of people, literally. And they have to make it look as legit as possible. The Shockmaster falling down, that was hilarious, man. Yeah, oh yeah, man. Oh, to be at the upper echelon in the food chain of the WWE, you can't slip, you can't fuck off. Vince will replace you just like that. There's no loyalty at the top unless you're a John Cena, a Triple H. You're in the family. Aside from that, man, you know, these guys pull the wrong thing, say the wrong thing. They can be forgotten about. Vince can erase them out of the pages of history. I mean, look what happened to Chris Benoit. You can't go through the WWE catalog and see a Chris Benoit match. They won't mention he was a 7 times world champion, an intercontinental tag team. It's like he didn't even exist. It's the world of wrestling. It's like the mafia. These guys, they get in this and they're in it for life. I remember when I used to go to the matches back in the 80s, you'd see the guys like Arnold Skolin, even Chief J Strongbow, Mr. Fuji, they work security. Tony Garea. These guys they're in it for life. Vince trusts these cats. They'd die for the business. It's a very, very close-knit little organization, man, these wrestlers. And you tell them it's fake, they'll slap the shit out of you. Seth Rollins is going on top of the barrier. Oh, Sinjin just threw him in, just kind of picked him up by the crotch. 360, back on the table. I mean, and they're on the outside too. You make a mistake under these conditions here. Right now, see, you notice they pad the outside of the ring, man. Before it used to be just plywood, just the floor of the gymnasium, cement even. Now they try to pad it a little bit. Man, the bumps that these guys take on a continuous basis is just amazing. And there's no padding. When he throws them on that table, there's no padding on there. There's monitors, there's pens and stuff. They have to really put their bodies at will. Nakamura is in his wheelhouse here. He's definitely a veteran, man. He makes it look real good. No, I guess Nakamura's never won a world title. Nakamura is kicking Rollins in the back. He's got him at center ring. Rollins is acting like that left hand is injured. Nakamura going for that back. Got him in that cobra clutch, that camel clutch. The Sheik had the best camel clutch, man. There was nothing like that. A little slap fight in here. Nakamura that was a beautiful clothesline, flipped over the knee. That's the kind of move you use that in a street fight, man, and you're getting a little bit of respect there, bro. See, that's a lot of these professional wrestling moves, as fake as they are, these things work in a fight. Some of these moves where you're using your opponent's weight against them, like arm drags, shoulder rolls, body slams, those things actually will work. You get somebody off their feet and, if you know what to do, the fight's over. They're going back and forth with the pins. Nakamura is having his having his offensive spirit here. Rollins is selling these moves pretty well. Oh, see that move right there, man. They just showed it in slow motion. Nakamura made it. He just made his body go so far off the ground. Made sure he didn't hit Rollins with a solid knee. And these dudes, they know how to take care of each other, make it look good. It was Nakamura with that half crab. You get somebody in a move like that, you apply pressure, they're fucked. Nakamura standing on top. He had to release that leg lock. Rollins kicks out of it. Nakamura pushes him into the corner. They're wrestling with each other on the ropes. Beautiful Steiner. Was that the Steiner incline or whatever? I mean, that was like a Hurricane Rana, Frankensteiner. Right off the rope while I was standing on the center rope. Rollins on the top rope, man. He looked like he got hurt more than Nakatani did there. Both in the ring exchanging forearms. Seth Rollins is in charge. He's blasting the forearms, not getting any return. Now Nakamura returns fire. I mean, it looks like they might be getting ready to take this one home. Usually when you see something of this, when they start exchanging matches like this, the end might be in sight here. They usually sell the store. There isn't much left in the gas tank after something like this. But we'll see, man. They go Seth off the top ropes. Frog splash right on Nakamura. Beautifully landed. Oh, only a 2 count. That is just a move where both bodies have got to be hurting, man. A frog splash. Devastating. In homage to the late, great Eddie Guerrero. Seth Rollins was just up 12 feet, 15 feet. Flew himself off that top rope. I mean, he was huge. He was way up there. Just amazing what they put their bodies through. Seth looks like he was trying to get him up for a jackknife power slam. They went back and forth. Nakamura was down, got up, got a 2 kick. They just exchanging some pretty good moves in the center ring. I think they're getting ready to put a cap on this match. But you never know how long these matches are going to go, man. Seth Rollins slapping the down neck of Nakamura. punching him in the head. Oh. Seth Rollins looks like he's pissed. Nakamura on his knees on the ring apron. Then goes Seth. Seth is, he was trying for that sidewalk stomp. Nakamura with that sleeper. Yeah, that sidewalk stomp. You don't see that move done much anymore. That's a killer move. That's devastating. Not to mention the social overtones to it, but that was a pretty devastating move. Nakamura with a beautiful knee off the middle rope. That's not going to do it though. You're going to have to you have to almost knock him out to beat him. One thing about Nakamura, he's got highly educated knees. He can hit you in the face, land standing straight up. I mean, just amazing recuperative, amazing flexibility. Just gave Seth a standing body slam like it was nothing. Grabs Rollins by the back of the head, getting him ready for a suplex. Boom, nice suplex. Standing suplex. There we go. Get these guys up there playing, man. Nobody said to take a break now. Nakatani. I keep calling him Nakatani, Nakamura. They just call him Shinsuke. 2 3/4. Now he's not going to beat Seth Rollins tonight. I don't see it happening. But I see a fantastic ending coming up here. Beautiful. Shinsuke looks like he's getting ready. Oh, he just walked right into a freaking kick. Wow. They're both trying to figure out ways to end this match. Nakamura runs into a super kick. Gets that right shoulder up at the count of 2 3/4. Amazing stuff going on here, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the last event of the summer, Payback on the WWE pay-per-view event series, man. Available at WWE.com. Only $9.95 a month. First month is free. Try it out. Rollins with a standing forearm. Seth Rollins looks like he's taking charge in this match. Oh, Nakamura armbar, beautiful. I mean, that was an MMA move right there, bro. That's UFC. You extend that arm, and that's it. You're fucked. Seth Rollins does not want to let that arm get extended, man. The triangle. Shinsuke looks like he's trying to end this match. Nakamura's got an amazing move locked in here, man. He's got the triangle locked in here that cuts off circulation of oxygen and blood to the brain. No other answer here. Hey Nelly, bro, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming by, man. We're watching fucking Payback over here. Seth is desperately trying to get out of this move. Picked up Shinji Nakamura, slammed him down, broke out of that hole. Got him down for another count of 2 3/4. This is an amazing match, my brother. I don't know if you're a wrestling fan or a former wrestling fan. I never was. I used to love wrestling. No combat sports on tonight that I found myself watching, so I'm over here at WWE Payback, enjoying it to the max over here. We're in the main event. Seth Rollins against Sensei Nakamura. Oh yeah, man. I think they're getting ready to take us home. Smoking on some good bud. As a matter of fact, I might have to pull out another little bud here. I seem to be out on my tray. Nice little safety latch right here, man. This will get me through. This will help me sleep tonight. Enjoying this. Fantastic. Oh, the enziguri kick. I always loved those, man. Those would work great in a street fight. Nakamura with those educated feet, but he's laid out in the center of the ring. Seth Rollins getting on his feet first. Are they willing? Seth Rollins? Seth Rollins is up. Seth has got to end this. Seth has got to end this match here, man. I'm doing excellent, my brother. Seth is on the top rope. Oh, Nakatani knocks him off. Wishbones him on that top rope. I mean, Nakatani's looking for that superplex. Oh yeah, this is dangerous when they get up on the rope like that. Oh man. No. It looked like he spike pile dropped him off that second rope. Seth Rollins is really summoning the move. But it looks like the Kinshasa, I had a skip in my feed, but that's his move. If he gets up now, Nakamura is trying for that kick. If he gets that in, Nakamura could win the title. I don't know. He's never won it yet. Is Vince going to give him a championship? You never know, man. Only in America, as my man Don King would say. Seth didn't get up. Oh, see that right there? I think that's going to show you. That's going to show you that Seth has got some move in his. Seth is going to come up with a quick small package or something like that. Nakamura using those educated feet, educated knees. Seth Rollins kicked him outside the ring. I mean, Nakamura is really abusing Seth with those feet. He's like, this looks fucked up. This looks... Didn't pack that one quite enough here. Seth Rollins just got the pedigree. That's more renowned moves in the past several years. I know, bro. I was talking about that earlier, Nelly. It used to be Sundays, and I always dug it when it was on Sundays because there wasn't much boxing on. I got to see them, but now that they're on Saturdays, oh, just got him with that sidewalk stomp. That could be it, man. I think it's been too long. No, not enough, man. No way. It was. Whoa, the sidewalk stomp. I didn't think he'd get. Wow. Nakamura got his head slammed against a turnbuckle, and he gets up. He gets that sidewalk stomp, and he takes it. He takes it for what it is, man. Yeah, I used to dig them when they were on Sundays too, man. You know, it didn't interfere with boxing, and now it interferes with boxing, and it's got no chance. So that's why tonight it was on. I said I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch it anyway. And I figured, hey, maybe I'll share it. See if I get anybody to come in. Didn't get too many people, but I got a couple. It's better than me just sitting at home watching it by myself. And I enjoyed it. Got the buzz cooking, man. About 11:30 now. Almost time to call it a night here. I'm gonna put the dog out in a little bit, man. Maybe do a little bit of trolling around, see who's doing a live tonight. And lay down around midnight. In fact, I got my laptop out here. I'll bring it in the bedroom. See who's got the funniest show on tonight, and go to sleep listening to them. I know my wife; she's already out. She's been out since 9 o'clock. She's different than me. She gets up early and she goes to bed early. Me, I get up early, but I don't go to bed till late. Nelly, you're a third shifter, aren't you, bro? I know you always comment, which I appreciate that, bro. Commenting on my on this day page. You do it early in the morning. What do you work third shift, bro, or are you a night owl? I got a feeling you're a third shifter. But that was our WWE for the night, man. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed anybody that came in here and watched it with me, man. Night owl, bro. I am up to a point, but see, my problem is my mindset. I wake up, the latest I can sleep, absolute latest, would be like 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. My body just won't sleep after that. I try. I lay down. It's like boing. My brain is it's already on wake up, and it doesn't matter if I don't get to sleep until 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Still, the latest. Usually it's like 7:30. If I get to sleep by 1, 7:30, 6.5 hours. That's pretty good for me. That's like that's plenty of sleep. I guess back in the day though, bro, I'd be up all night and I'd sleep till fucking. I'd look at the clock. See, it's weird too because my vision is improved so much since then. I have to look at the clock and see if there's 2 numbers on there. I'd say, I've been in bed a little too long. But I was always awake, wicked late, man. It's crazy. Back in the Coke days, I used to hear the birds chirp every day. That's oh shit! It's already the next day. But now 6.5 hours. I try to get it. If I get to sleep later, I only get 3.5 hours or 4.5 hours because when it's after 9 o'clock, that's it. I just can't sleep anymore. And usually I'm up by 7:30, between 7:30 and 8:30. That's like my normal time. So it changes, man. I guess the older you get, the crazier your sleeping patterns get. On mine anyway. Because I used to love to sleep, man. I remember sleeping until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're gonna sleep all day? Why not? But then I'd rock all night. There was always that balance there. Slept late, out late partying, man. That was the way it was. But man, great evening here. I took up much of your valuable time, and I appreciate it. This is BruceGas, boxing, jazz, and more. End it with my theme song that my brother 150 gave me a while ago, man. And love him for it. Thank you all so much for coming out here. Have a great weekend. Have a great Sunday. Check out my on this date page coming up tomorrow, Nelly. Archie Moore's debut, and we talk about how boxing and wrestling go hand in hand, man. We all know how Tyson Fury is fighting this mixed martial artist, Nagano, coming up. Archie Moore's last fight was against the $1 Million Man's father, Mike DiBiase, in his boxing debut. And Archie Moore's fucking 200 and something fight. Crazy shit, man. The crazy world of boxing. Anyway, man, thank you much for spending your time with me. BruceGas, boxing, jazz, and more. We'll take it away.
Shout out BruceGas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Where you at?
Yeah, tapping in your wrestling boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, BruceGas putting them fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. I'm the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out BruceGas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out man, Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the pan. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandwich. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like BruceGas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.